Hi everybody. Esatto, è Saturday, oggi è Saturday, ho sbagliato io a scrivere Sunday. Sorry, I typed the wrong title. It is Saturday today. The typical appointment is on Saturday because I have another live stream on Sunday, so I make some confusion. Sorry for that, guys. Thank you so much to be here for this new tutorial. It is an explanation of my new preset, and I think and I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. And I like to know what do you think about this. If you have some comments, if you like, if you don't like, if you have some observation about the tutorial, and of course, if you have some special request regarding how to do something, or if there is something, some tips that you need, I explain. Please type a comment below the video, of course. Very well. Another preset based on my amazing cabinet. Okay, it is a cabinet behind me. Is there? It is a very special cabinet designed by M-Tech Audio, my friend Massimo Mantovani. He is the guru of the electronics for guitar play in Italy, and this cabinet has a special design. Equipped by Jensen speaker. It is a special edition, is a Tornado special edition made by Jensen, and the results are really, really interesting. And what I'm doing now, thanks to the THU overload plugin, I'm able to get the impulse response of this cabinet. Unfortunately, okay, is luckily for me, but unfortunately for you, or it's depend, of course. The impulse responses for this cabinet is only available for THU plugin. It is an extra library. I own it thanks to Overloud for this, and I'm able to create some mix, some new impulse response, getting the basic impulse response and create a new one. This preset is made with a mix that I create exactly for such kind of amp. What is this amp? It is a really famous Bassman solo head for guitar. It is one of the most famous amplifier in the world, the Fender. And I love to combine these famous amps with the new cabinet, especially with this one, because Jensen is a very famous brand. I keep a lot of very famous guitar amplifier like Fender, Mesa Boogie, Marshall, and so on and so on. So Fender, if you look into the very old Fender amplifier, many of them are equipped with Jensen. So I try to combine this loudspeaker, new edition loudspeaker with the new cabinet, with the old. And this is the reason that I call this tutorial a new voice for an old boy, an old guy. Bassman, okay, Bass Boy, this is the name of the preset. And it is really amazing. It is a new challenge for me to discover very new sound. A combination of the old with the new. Very, very nice. Okay, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and let's see the editor. This is the editor. This is the preset for XFX3, but is also available for FM9 and FM3. As usual, for FM3 there is some limitation because the CPU limitations and the availability of some blocks. In particular, you can see immediately that in this preset there are two reverbs, and because I wanted to create new sound, but with old style. And how do this? Okay, of course, I took the bass guy 65. Okay, really famous, and also it's a real simple amp, because there is only the gain, bass, and treble knobs. Okay, very simple. This is the cabinet. As you can see, it is a Tornado Special Edition Mix 4. It is the 4th version because I create different mixes and I try to combine to match. It is really long time job, but it worth. It worth absolutely, because there are some very new sound that I can get, and as you can see here, I put a second reverb. There is this typical reverb that I use to create the ambient sound, because as usual in every preset I have this, but I add this preset. It is the Tube Spring. I love it so much, especially for the combo amplifier, the vintage combo amplifier is a really nice spring reverb. Very, it is my favorite, and let you to get the very. I don't say old, because old. If you check Matteo Sasato, for example, he used a lot the spring reverb in his register, and I love it. It is playing his sound. So I try to create the same ambient. Ok. Just a moment, è possibile attivare, farò questa live anche in italiano, non vi preoccupate, ho deciso di fare la doppia live, ci sarà la possibilità anche per il traduttore automatico, ma ho già visto che non funziona molto bene. Farò questa live forse nel pomeriggio anche, quindi don't worry, it's for my Italian friend, that's if you have problems to listen in English, even if my English is not so complicated, because I am not native, of course, but I will do the same tutorial in Italian. Okay, Gianpietro, Deluxe is already available on my store as a really incredible preset. It's really incredible. Check it. So this preset is the crunch is made by the 65 bass effect with gain really high to crank the amplifier. This is the cabinet with the low cut and high cut. I show you that is also, as you can see here, there is no low cut and high cut in the preamp section, because these impulse responses are, let's say, already optimized for the using of the modeler. In any case, I put the cutting, the equalization directly on the impulse response. If it's necessary, I also correct, I add a new correction on the main preamp section. What is also important, it is the room level. Okay, sorry, the mouse is really sensitive. Okay. The room level, it is also important for the combo amp, because I remember the combo amp typically has the open back speaker, and the open back gives a lot of room reverb, and for this reason I love to add a bit of room level on this preset. And the other important thing is the room level. I'll show you what is this sound. You can use it with any guitar. I can took my SG as Les Paul, and it is fantastic in any case. You can hear the effects of tube spring. It is really amazing. This is without. Absolutely, really, really vintage. And also it is really dynamic. As you can see, there is a compressor, but practically I never use in any scene. I don't need compressor with this kind of amp. For this reason, the dynamic is fantastic. You can check, you can create a various sound, a big amount of sound using only the volume knob. Sorry, I tune up my guitar. I also inform you that while I'm speaking, there is there is a new firmware. Okay, there's 28.08. I have to check it because it's just out now, so I don't know what is the real news. We can discover together in any case. Okay, then I create another scene. I call it as it is the clean scene. It is a number 7. It is similar at a first look. It is the same, but it's not really the same because what I changed it is the channel of the amp. I select the same 65 bass guy, but with less gain and different EQ. So this is the difference of the two sounds. And also, I change the amount of the tube scream because you can check the difference of the channel. If I activate the block info, you can see on the amp block, the cab block, and the reverb block what change. This is the crunch scene, and this is the clean scene. As you can see, something change in amp block and in reverb block. This is a very nice features of Fractal devices that you can use a different channel of any block. And I use this to change everything on the channel. For example, on the amp, I change the amount of gain and also the EQ without using the modifier, because modifier is much more complex. But if you need to have a second channel because in the real world, the Bassman has only one channel. Okay, there are two channels, but you cannot tweak automatically the knobs. But with Fractal, you can select different channels and you can give different settings of this channel. For this reason, I create the crunch, and what I call clean is not a clean, it is a light crunch. And I increase the tube scream, as you can see here. This is the channel B with the mix is 8.6%. Check this. Sorry. And on the clean, I increase to 23. It's really nice, the tube spring effect. Of course, if you wanted to use less reverb, you can select the channel B. Of course, you can change the mix, but I prefer to let different options for any effects when I need. Okay, so. Then I create another scene, very interesting scene. It is the rhythm scene, where I add the tube drive 3 knobs drive, and it is really nice. And the sound is much more new sound. It's not anymore the old style, but it's new style. So you have different grades of distortion and crunch. Clean, crunch, super crunch, and also lead. Lead, it is the same drive plus the boost, the volume boost, and also I add the delay. course, in any scene, you can decide yourself to add the delay, to add the pitch. I create some scenes that I love it, but of course you are able, and some effects are in the preset, even they are not used, because it's up to you to use the tremolo, the flanger, for example, is not available on or for FM9 for the limit CPU reason, but if you want the flanger, you can use it. Okay. Or you can use, for example, the tremolo, scene 8. I use the harmonic tremolo, it's very nice. Also, I use the plex verb. I love it. As you can see, there are so few blocks because there is only the amp and in the B channel, the clean channel, let's say, the cabinet, there is the tube screen and plex delay and the tremolo. Or you can have the clean plus. Clean plus is like the clean, but plus the pitch, the tune, the delay, and also the plexer. In the same way, I have the crunch. And also I have the lead space. Use the volume knob to obtain a very wide range of sound. If you want to have more tube spring reverb on the crunch scene, you can easily change the reverb to channel A. Okay, it's absolutely up to you. As usual, my presets are, let's say, the bass and play where you can create your own scene, own modification, of course. Maybe could be bright or more. It's up to you. What is really important, guys, it is check the preset over the backing track. Don't tweak the sound alone, because sometimes your guitar alone sounds different than that the guitar into the mix. So I always recommend you to select a backing track and try to play over. This is really important. And again, is much more important to record what you play, and listen the registration in the second time to have the right perception of the sound. This is a very important tip that I can give you. For example, with this sound, I can add the flex delay. I can create the crunch lead. I can enable the boost. Lead channel. Lead with the plexi. If I close the tone, okay. It is really important that you check the sound over the backing track. Absolutely important. Record. You can use the DAW, you can use OBS, or also is very nice for do this. Okay. This preset is available. As you can see, Roberto, below the video, there is the direct link to the FM3 version, FM9 version, and XFX3 version. It's not exactly the same. For example, in FM3, there is no double verb, so there is no the tube spring, unfortunately. Okay. And FM9, there is no the flanger, there is phaser, there is no phaser, and also this is the drive that I let because it is the fuzz phase as usual. I already used this the drive with the Princeton preset. You can use it, for example, in this way. Very nice. You can activate or not. It's absolutely up to you. Okay, guys. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. You can find my preset on my store as usual. Okay. You can find the direct link, or of course you can create your own preset based on my tips. Okay. So thank you very much for your attention, and if you have any comment, please write down the comment below the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and also G66 YouTube channel. I'm streaming in both channels. Sergio Garcia, my XFX3 doesn't sound as good as yours. This is absolutely weird. Why? We have to discover this. I don't know why. Because if you have, for example, my preset, if you have, you can do this as a sample. To be sure you have no other kind of problem, you can use the headphone, the same headphone you are using now to listen to me. This is really important. Plug in the headphone on XFX3. You can get my preset, and the sound has to be the same. Has to be the same. There is no other options. I don't know if there are some bad settings on your Fractal XFX3. I cannot imagine what can affect. In any case, if you have some doubts, you can reset the global settings. Okay. If the sound is good, the problem is in your connection to the audio interface or to the mixer or something else. So, first of all, to make the very simple test, you can get one preset, but also you can use the factory preset and check with headphone. First of all, you are, in this case, you are sure that there is no other things that influence the sound, because when you connect, the 99% of the cases where I found a problem on the sound, it is a problem of connection. Wrong connection, no stereo, hard panel left and right, the input gain is too high, so there is some distortion and so on. So, to be sure to avoid any external problem, use your headphone, plug your headphone on the XFX3 unit and play. The sound has to be the same, absolutely the same you are listening now on my video. Okay. I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you so much and see you next Saturday live. So, usually the time it is in the afternoon, 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. It's up. Today I have a gig and I am not able to make the Saturday live in the afternoon. So, but you can see the tutorial when you want, because everything is remain recorded. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Bye.